Welcome back, everybody. The late night here. It's about the only time I get to work on this project here, but that's okay. We're going to work on pulling this box out here, and after some basically consideration, thinking about it after last time I worked on it, there is a actuator right here, and this controls your temperature blend. Now, on this particular model year, they didn't go out a whole lot, but this truck had gone for 200-some thousand miles. It is a 97. We are replacing the components on the inside. While I'm this close, I just thought it'd be a good idea to go ahead and replace this. And there are still original Ford ones available, motorcraft part. I've used aftermarket ones with not the greatest of luck. They seem to work okay, but I have seen some failure rates that I'm not happy with. So I try to put actuators in as dealer components. Now, so I want to pull the box out for whatever reason. On their trucks, they put this actuator in the bottom, and this goes all the way up into the teens. They're still doing it. They're putting their temp actuators here on the bottom of the box, so whenever it has a failure, you have to remove a lot of stuff to get to it. GM and some of the other ones, they'll put them like on either side, so you can like pull a glove box or get up under the driver's side of the dash, pull them out, and stuff like that. So because it is such a pain, and the owner of the truck is not one to pull the dash himself, we're going to go ahead and put a new part in here, try to make this truck as trouble-free as possible when he gets it back. It's the whole goal of everything that we're doing. It is not to just get it running and sort of driving. We want it to run, drive, and do everything it's supposed to do, so it would never seem like it's been a project truck. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to pull this out, and if I have enough time, we're going to tackle changing the brake booster and master cylinder. But just have fun, enjoy the video. All right, so first roadblock right off the bat, getting this box out. There's a bracket right here. It starts off at the front, connects to some underdash stuff. And you look at it, the big long one circles back around, and right back up in here is part of the case. It can't come out until this bracket's removed right here. Well, there is a problem right here. These are just spinning. Let me go underneath and show you. All right, so for reference, here's your transmission. Here's part of the tunnel. Right here. These guys, these are called rib nuts. They're riveted nuts to the sheet metal of the body itself. Well, they get old and whatever happens, sometimes the grip just isn't there anymore. And well, these nuts are just sitting there spinning around and round and round and round. So I'm gonna see if I can find some vice grips. All my great tools are at my day job. Like that's where my plethora of tools is. I could just easily do it. So since I'm working from home, I don't have my normal toolbox. If I can find some vice grips or something to grab onto it, I will. If not, I'm probably gonna have to call it an early night, bring something home, and then do it this weekend. So we'll see. It's gonna suck. Chris, you better appreciate the hard work. Yeah. Hey, turn the gas on, buddy. That's hot. Still hot. Still hot. Don't burn the little hair I have. Let's still see if that worked. That's success part 1. Now on to part 2. Still need luck. Alright, let's see what happens here. There we are, that's the stuff. I got my hands. Alright, let's see if that worked. Just to give you guys a little view of what it ended up looking like. I didn't do any metal prep. I could have got a better weld or whatnot, but just a little simple weld on that one, and then as you can see right there, a little booger weld there. Doesn't take much. So once I did that, they're a little warm. I was able to use hand tools and gently twist the small little screws out of them, and it held, and that's all I needed. So just wanted to give you a view. Alright, so the welding of those nuts worked. I was able to remove this bracket with hand tools after I just gave a simple little tacky weld to the rivet nuts. That loosened me up here. Look, there we are. One whole box coming right out. Alright, so it's the end of another work night here. Didn't get as far as I'd like, but when you hit a snag, it's just the way it goes. Got the actuator in the box. Box is all done. Heater core is in there, evaporator's in there. It's all ready to go. So I have that ready, waiting to reinstall that until I get an airbag module. I found one that'll fit the 2000 Lightning wiring. It's supposed to mount right basically where this box goes, like possibly right in front of it. I need to get the module, find some measurements online, and then get that figured out where that goes before I mount this back in. That way I don't put it in the way or need to take it back out to mount it or any of that kind of stuff. So anyway, if you like the videos, make sure you subscribe, like the videos, give them a thumbs up, hit the notification bell if you want to be alerted as soon as my video goes live. But every time I make a video, I'll get it put out as soon as possible so everybody can see the progress. And, with that said, let's just keep hot rodding.